Hello, Scorpio. It's umomgstore, and this is your monthly reading. Let's have a look at what's coming in this month, or what's at the forefront of Scorpio energy. Scorpio peoples, sun, moon, rising. If you're summoning that, if you're channeling that Scorpio energy. No, this is for Scorpio, damn it. Daggone, damn it. Alright, if you'd like a personal reading, at any point, if you feel like anything's resonating and you'd like a personal reading, check out the description. And here we go. Scorpio. First, Hermit in reverse. Some of you guys are at the start of the race. It's about to go down. But you're at the finish line being like, all right, okay, not yet, not yet, all right? And you're looking at your opponents. You're watching them so that you know when to get ready and start. But then now you're caught up in the watching. You might be caught up in the observation of it all. And then you're just caught judging instead of doing and being the one who's talked about. Also, you might be dealing with a Virgo. Your next card is one that you always seem to get. You get this very often. The Nine of Pentacles. It just shows somebody who is very self-sufficient. Somebody who's very, I do my thing and I get results and I am successful naturally, organically. I am responsible. People recognize me for having a stability to me, and as a water sign, bravo to you, bravo to you. But yeah, like you're focused on that success. You're focused on your independence. You're focused on observing people's behavior, learning through observation. But again, don't get too carried away. The things that you're good at are a telltale to the things you can get better at. Scorpio, the next card you have is that Page of Swords. A little confusion around there. There might be some, again, the gossiping coming up. So this is wanting to do research in the name of observation, in the name of getting in the know, in the name of learning and understanding and having power, and knowledge is power. But also, do you need to know that little bit? Do you need to know what their dress size is? Do you need to know if they had a friendship breakup with that person and now you should, like, are you doing too much? Are you? You got to check yourself sometimes. I'm not accusing, I'm just saying. Get the fluff out of there. In other words, the confusion, the clouds. Cut the fat to the stuff that you need to know. Don't be known as a gossip. Don't be known as somebody who just watches and sits pretty on their throne while everybody around them is experiencing mayhem. You gotta be strategic. And that is too strategic, if anything. But let's have a look at the overall month, because if that's the vibe, what's going down? Ace of Cups. Queen of Cups in reverse. Six of Pentacles. That's what you normally are like that. Yup. The Empress. Yup. Two of Wands. Alright. I see a story, do you? Yup, there's always some of that. That Seven of Wands. And the Emperor. I'm sorry, the Hierophant. So, looking at this for you, Scorpio, this month is loaded with just kind of self-validation. I feel like whenever I see the Empress card, I'm like, oh yeah, that's so Scorpio in some respect. Because you guys usually have, a contentment to your lifestyle, regardless of what it is. Moments of just straight contentment, and yeah, I did that. Proud king, queen energy. The Ace of Cups to start. It's like you want something new. You guys feel like this start of the month is the start. I want to feel something. I want to feel differently this month. And you're just waiting for the beginning of each month to just be different, to just start something different. And you've been waiting for a long time. The Queen of Cups tells me that you're very much in your feelings and you're very much intuitive. You feel some psychic vibrations going on, maybe vivid dreams, maybe your instincts and some synchronicities are flared up. You're noticing stuff, but what does it all mean? And so you're caught in this little quagmire of like, wait, I see stuff. Like, what? I don't get it. Like, what is that? Like, I feel something's coming, but I don't know what. So what's the point of feeling something's coming if you don't know what? But maybe it's just the feeling of alignment, the feeling of, ooh, something spiritually is aligning, and that means I'm aligned. I'm on course to align with it. Hopefully it's good feels, right? These cards are in reverse, so you might be curious and worried at the same time. Ace of Cups, you want something new, you feel something new is coming. Queen of Cups, also a very emotionally strong person, very emotionally intelligent and intuitive, but Spidey singles, you might be in denial sometimes. You might hear the call, hear the warnings, and be like, no, I'm being pessimistic. I shouldn't do that. I should change my vibration. It's hard to sort out sometimes, but again, you have to go to that natural Scorpion strength where you are usually very independently strong in character, and in that usually yields results. The good lifestyle usually end up supporting a lot of people or someone, having to be generous. Six of Pentacles, having to give away that money. But I think when the Six of Pentacles is in reverse, you're having to check who you're giving your money out and where you're allocating funds, because people might be helping themselves to your funds, and people who don't deserve it, or maybe even people who said they'd pay you back, or maybe in your time of need they didn't come through and you're like, okay, no, I'm not going to give to you this time. And you're sitting pretty because you're like, that time when I was in need, you didn't give. This time you're in need, and I may not even necessarily have it to give, but I really did want that vacation this year, so I guess I can't help, and that's not selfish. That's just Queen doing Queen stuff, Empress doing Empress stuff, being content. Also, the Empress is trying to birth something new, so you might be tied up in investments, you might be waiting to do something, but you haven't done it yet. And it's like, okay, I mean, I guess I could lend you money, I could be a little more generous, I could be a little more giving with my time and resources, but at the same time, you're trying to build something yourself, it seems, and you have to do that from a state of contentment. And you can't be all worried and squeamish and involved with other people's problems unless they're helping you grow. I think that you see a dynamic that's going on that has just been what it is. Gossip, observing people, noticing patterns, wanting to separate yourself from it, be independent overall, be the queen of your castle, be what's in charge. And I think that it's making you want to see what's out there, because there are some things that you've learned on your journey where you've been very independent and you've been the one in charge, and you've been the one who's, let me help you here, let me help you there, tightening up your boundaries. Seven of Wands is showing that you're standing strong in your defenses of anybody coming at you and saying, hey, do this, do that, or can you give me this, can you give me that, can you help me with this, can you help me with that. You're trying to love yourself. You're trying to put yourself, your mental health first, no matter what it means to us, to anyone else, right? And that commitment to yourself is like a commitment to your beliefs and core values, right? The Emperor is a spiritual and moral authority. And also it represents marriage and partnership, and a real commitment, a real genuine commitment made before God, or even legally. This card is filled with an alignment of core values. So somebody that you're comfortable letting lead, or you leading and they're comfortable with letting you lead, but an agreement that is connected through a mutual core value. So somebody who just is similar to you in maybe upbringing, experiences. And so they kind of just, there's an understanding. There's a basic level of understanding. And there's almost even like a traditional type of vibe to it. Like you guys both, that's the norm in your life. And you didn't have to do too much finessing, finagling, compromising, a natural, organic match. And you know what? Even if that person isn't they're not manifested, they're not materialized yet. I mean, that could be what you're after. Somebody comfortable with the role that you take in the relationship, specifically because you're a Scorpio and you need some sort of boss prominence and respect in that regard. Like the proof of what you've already accrued in life should be respected and not manipulated or torn down or belittled, and you're standing your ground on that. Whatever's out there, and this is why I don't think this person has materialized yet, because you're still looking out there and you're sitting pretty in how you are, comfortable with yourself, and whoever's around you currently, and putting boundaries in play, which is hard for you, but you're better at spotting inconsistencies and trustworthy people and worthy people, and you're comfortable with only even touching that topic once you're comfortable with yourself parting with this money or parting with this time or letting people move in or stay here or say that you have to be totally comfortable with the possibilities of what could go wrong, and if you're strong enough to deal with what could go wrong and get that dealt with completely, I feel like that's when you're most comfortable being generous. That's when and then you might even be around people that can't allow you to be generous, and you want more people that are trustworthy and aligned with your goals and your boundaries. They feel the same, they feel similar, they do that too. You don't even need to flex those boundaries because they don't violate them. And I think that's what you're looking for in commitment, in order to commit to any friendship, relationship, partnership, any type. Just you need to feel the loyalty. You're a Scorpio. So this is also associated with Taurus. They're your polar sign, and I think you have a lot of similar values, just expressed in slightly different ways. And yeah, that's a real serious commitment. So I think that this month will validate who you are and how comfortable you are within a relationship and a dynamic that is more specifically tailored to you and which would be tailored to them because it would have to align, right? But you're generally recognizing that maybe the things that you wanted in the past were just for gossip, for play, for the excitement, for the thrill, you know? And you're observing yourself for so long that you realize that you're not even in the mode of a person that is aligned with what you actually want. Maybe you are, you know, you're super, super independent, don't need anybody, and you're super, super capable of navigating because of disappointments in the past or times when you had to help others, so you're just caught up in that and busy. But I think when you put yourself first, which apparently is something that you really have been meaning to do but haven't done yet, and when you know, ward off the energy vampires a little bit, or just be like, I'll talk to you later, or just put a pin in it, I'll get back to you, and try to put yourself first and luxurify. Get your nails done, get your mani-pedi, get your hair done, get your wardrobe, you know, put yourself first and see what's out there, see how other people live, how other relationships and dynamics are. Like, you're just curious about what's out there, and while firmly being who you are and finding the balance there. And I think that that's the trajectory, that's the mission you're on. And you know, it's giving a little bit of Sagittarius exploration, it's giving that, and a little bit of like, I actually remember who I am. I'm Scorpio. If I'm not happy with something, I'm calling the shots. And actually, when I focus and I get the tunnel vision and I call the shots, super successful. You know, I make do with some things, which is good, which makes me flexible, even though I'm fixed. But the stuff that I need, the core stuff, that must never be in question. The standard of living must never. Do I believe in karma as a Scorpio? I do. Okay. Do I deserve it? Do I deserve the stuff that I? Yes, because again, I have a track record of being justified and feeling very independent, emotionally intelligent, successful, luxurious, wanting nice things and deserving those nice things. Not just, oh, I just want nice things and let me put on my credit card. Even if you do put on your credit card, like, no, I actually earned that actually. I like actually tangibly, to my mind, to my standard, earned that. So yeah, there's a little flex in it. And I paid your baby daddy's rent last month. Baby mama. Something, you know? Taking care of them kids, doing the thing. I'm in a good position. So I can't let just anybody tell me stuff or advise me on stuff, you know? Like, I should be respected to people who aren't where I'm at. Anyways, I could go on and on like that, Scorpio, but that's your reading. If you liked it, please give the video a thumbs up and subscribe. Leave a comment, share the video. Let me know how you're doing. And yeah, if you'd like a personal reading, again, link in the description, and I will talk to you in them readings. But for now, thank you for watching. Check out my Etsy shop. Do you like the bracelets? Well, I made a couple of them. I put the evil eye on it so you can haters back off, you know. And yeah, so check out my Etsy shop if you feel so obliged. And thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next reading.